Hi friends, how you guys doing today? How you guys? I hope all is well with you. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Shanta, and I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. We're gonna do some chit chatting today. Your girl eating some tacos. I have a combination of a couple hard and a couple soft. I got some of their nacho fries and some center sticks, and I like the just plain mild sauce because like I told you guys, I don't really do too big on the whole spice thing or whatever. So let's get into some of these tacos, you guys. And today we're gonna talk today. You guys, I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna set some of these to the side just so I can have a little bit more room to maneuver around. Start off with like 4, and then I got the rest of them to the side just so I can have some room on my platter. And then I open up a soft and I open up a hard too. And I just have oh, that's stuck to the wrapper. That has to stay. But I just have sour cream, easy sour cream and easy lettuce on all the tacos. Because like I told you, I don't like it too heavy. And I know some people like to put their sauce on like bite by bite. And I don't do all that. You know, I just put enough. Taco Bell has such a good distinct flavor. Yeah, I like their fries actually, but I don't like the cheese sauce too much. But just the fries by themselves. I like the seasoning on them. You guys, today I want to kind of talk about relationships a little bit. And how I feel, how I do things, and everything that I say. I want to make sure that I'm careful about my wordings, and I want to be able to, you know, advocate my thoughts about things when it comes to me, or maybe it could help you, you know? So, first thing first, I'm gonna say this. In a relationship, you have to set boundaries. In a relationship, try not to expect too much from your partner. In a relationship, you have to be willing and you need to actually know what you're gonna put up with and what you're not gonna put up with when it comes to somebody else. In a relationship, never forget you and your happiness trying to please or make someone else happy. Okay? In a relationship, understand that the way that you think you're loving someone, you may think is correct. That may not be the way that individual desired to be loved. Remember, it takes 2 to fight for a relationship. Remember, if you're with someone for longevity, the ups and downs may come. And if it's meant to be, you're going to stick through it. You're going to get through it. Don't you hate when that happens? Remember that there's not gonna always be good days. It may be stressful days. It may be days that your mate is going through things and take it out on you. And you take it personal, or you don't know how to deal with it, or just a lot of things, you know. Also know when it's time to go or let it go. It's okay to let it go, especially if you have weighed out your options. If you know that you're not in it anymore. Don't waste people's time. You know what I'm saying? Let them be. If you can't be selfless with the person that you claim that you love, let them go. Sis, let them go. If you are so emotional, overwhelmed, or so stressed out in certain things that you take it out on your spouse when y'all are in it together, you need to readjust yourself, readjust some things. You know what I'm saying? When something so slight happened in a relationship, it caused you to get so angry at your spouse, some reevaluation needs to be done. Maybe from both parts. Maybe from both parts. You know? You know, like, I never would have thought, like, certain things until you actually get into them. But being in a relationship, for real, when it's going down and you don't see the light at the tunnel and you're really trying to like press on in that relationship, it can be so emotional draining. You're both stressed out about things. Once you start saying things to each other that you don't mean, maybe you really do mean it because you said it. So now that escalates the problem, the situation, because now you're saying things to attack that person's character. And that can cause a lot of unhappiness. And when you start to be unhappy, it's time to reevaluate some things. It's time to change some things. It is. Because the time that you have here, you want to make the best of it. You want to put God first. And trust me, you're going to go through things. Things are not always going to be peachy and cream. But you have to know that no one is going to love you like you love you. No one can bring you happiness like you can bring yourself happiness. You know what I'm saying? No one can bring you none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we get into relationships and we look for the other person to bring us this happiness or fulfill something within us. But sis, only you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Only you can really do it. You know, you can't looking for, oh, well, this person does this because they made me happy. Then when they stop, you're no longer happy. You know what I'm saying? You need to find things within yourself to make you happy. Also, different people ask or expect certain things or value certain things out of a relationship. Some people need affection. Some people need emotional, and they want support from their partners. You know what I'm saying? They want their partners to support them. They want to know that they have that person has their back. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna be there no matter what. You know, different people long for different things. Some people long for everything. They want it all. But never lose yourself trying to please somebody else. Period. Because you'll end up with a lot of resentment in your heart for that person. You will. You know, especially when it seems like you never could see eye to eye with each other. You're screaming at each other or talking at each other instead of talking to each other. No one is really listening. And you know what? I'm going to tell you from a personal experience of mine. Because my relationship is right. But I will say this. I will say this. My upbringing and someone else's upbringing can be totally different. As you get older and you revolve, you want different. You see different. And if you can't sit down with the person who you claim you love or supposed to be your partner to share these things, or if you feel like you could be doing something better in life and you don't have that support system, then where do you go from there? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you go? I'm not a perfect spouse at all. You know what I'm saying? I have done my part in a lot of things. I have had to reevaluate myself with some things and still am. Still have to. Adjust myself, you know? But when I start to battle in my head, when certain things arise, is it even worth it? That's when I have to step back from the situation. Is it even worth it? What are my pros? What are my cons? You know what I'm saying? Is there more ups than there's downs? Do I see the light at the tunnel? You know what I'm saying? Do I? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you feel like someone attacks your character, when they say things that they know that aren't true about you, do you stay? Do you put up with that? Do you say, no, they're just angry, they're just stressing, they don't mean it? Do you push it to the side? Because you can only sweep so much shit under the rug before it starts to pile up and it takes an effect on the relationship. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like a quote that I saw two quotes that I want to share with you guys that I really liked, and they mean a lot. Like, they really stuck out to me today. If I can unlock my phone. One of the quotes was, hold on, you guys. One of the quotes were, I will fight for someone I love, but I would not fight for someone to love me. And that is a difference. It is a major, 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 major difference. A major difference. And you have to know the difference when you know someone is fighting for your love or fighting to keep the relationship. I am at this point undecisive about either one of those. And then the next one was no, like, this one I really like. Never confuse always around with always there. Know the difference. And that's true. Know the difference between when somebody's just there and when someone is around. There is a big difference, a major difference. And at this point in my life and where I'm at and where I stand, I just feel like we're just around. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just around for the kids' sake. We're trying to get through what our situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not, we're actually there for each other. That's how I'm starting to feel. My you know, just something that I'm personally going through. And when things start to take a toll on you, it drains you. It drains you emotionally when one feels like they have just as much going on as you got going on. And it's like, well, if you got all that going on and I got all that going on, who's going to be there for who? You know what I'm saying? And when you feel like you're always being there for that person, or they feel like they're always being there for that person, it's no common ground. You know what I'm saying? It's no one person feels lower than the other. You know what I'm saying? And I have personally just today realized, like, if you're with someone and they're stressing or they're going through things and they got their own issues going on. I'm sorry, you guys, I had the patio door open. I should have closed it. But if they're going through things, and the slightest little thing you do, or you do something that they don't agree with, and they yell at you and they pounce on you, like you make them that angry that they can't even sit down with you as someone that they claim that they love and say, you know, baby or sweetheart, I didn't like how you went about that. But they yell at you and they just pounce down on you. Yo, it's gone. The love is gone. It's not, oh, that's because I'm going through stuff. I'm going through my own stuff. That's why I ain't mean it like that. But you took it out on me when you could have just came and talked to me. You know what I'm saying? Or when you're telling your partner, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I don't want to fuss with you. I didn't know. I didn't understand. And they're steady nicking at you and you're constantly telling them, I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to do these things with you. And they keep nicking and then you explode. Then you look like the bad person. That has been, personally, you guys, that has been the gist of my relationship going on maybe a year now. It has been where I am trying to be calm in certain situations. Don't get me wrong, now sometimes I explode and I blow up and I do what I do. But I can honestly say that it has been times where I'm trying to be neutral and calm, and they're jugging and jugging and jugging. And then when I pop, when I goes off, when I explode, when I turn up, I'm made out to be the bad person. But when I'm warning them, and I'm saying I don't want to go there with you, I'm saying all of these things, and you're constantly pushing me, then it's like, what were you expecting? You know what I'm saying? But in my heart, you guys, I honestly feel like in my personal situation, we're just around. Until we get out of this situation, we're just around. Because if something I do, or for instance, I give you an example of an issue or something that occurred, or just you know, because it's my personal experiences, so I give you a little feedback. When I first started dating this person, I love quarters, you guys. I do. Now, when I first met this person a couple years ago, I used to always take their quarters. Always take their quarters. And it was to the point where I ain't have to take them. And like, I call myself like stealing the quarters right in front of their eyes. But I always take their quarters. Always. I did it from day one. I always take the quarters. It was to the point where they got a bag, like a little money bag, and just put the quarters in there for me. Because I like going to vending machines at my job and stuff, because I like the snack. So quarters at a vending machine was always convenient for me. And I was in this person's car, and I seen quarters. So I took the quarters. You know, I was in my spouse's car, and I took the quarters like I always do. Now, we have been having some issues, but I didn't think nothing of it. But I took the quarters because that's what I always do when I see quarters laying around. You guys, I just take the quarters. It was nothing like it's something that, you know, that I never did before. I always took the quarters. Always. Like, it was just something that I've been doing since day one because I like quarters. But when my spouse turned up on me because I took quarters, and I do something, and I didn't even spend the quarters, I just took them to see where they're going to notice that I took the quarters. And when they blew up on me the way they blew up on me for something that I always did since day one, it had never been a problem. And I mean, they blew up. And I'm sitting here like dumbfounded, like, really? But it's something I always did. In my mind, I have to step back and I have to say, and are you really that angry at me? What have I really done to you to cause you to can't even talk to me as a human being? You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like I need to put myself first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have to sit here and constantly battle in my relationship. Do I want to stay or do I want to go? Or I'm not happy and start possibly looking for happiness elsewhere. I shouldn't feel like that. I shouldn't feel like, damn, I can't stand to see my spouse walk through the door. I shouldn't have those type of feelings. I should be complacent and happy in my home. You know what I'm saying? And that is a battle. That is a battle. And when you start to lose the peace where peace should be, that is a problem. That is a real problem. I don't know, you guys. Like, I had an appetite, but I really didn't have an appetite today. Today, it has really been a mind-boggling day for me today. I'm not even gonna flex. Today has really been just a day, you guys. It's just been a day for me. But listen, you guys, I'm sorry I didn't really eat much. It will get eaten, trust me. But I want to thank you guys for joining in, watching me. I really, really appreciate you guys. Please continue to give me plenty of feedback, because you know your girl needed, friends. You know I need it. But friends, I ask that you guys, you tell me what you think about relationships, how you receive them, your perception on relationships, and how to make relationships, longevity relationships work, and what it kind of takes, or what you think it don't take, and all of that good stuff. Like I said, friends, I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Check the description box below, and follow your girl on Instagram and Snapchat, being_shanta. They're both upcoming accounts. And you guys, I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, friends, to our next chat, to our next conversation. Until next time, y'all be safe, y'all be easy.